What's going on, people? It's your boy Cal Wu, and welcome back to another episode of Getting to Know Me, your boy Cal Wu. I appreciate y'all stopping through and just going on this journey of getting to know about me. If you got any questions or anything that you want to know in particular, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. So we are going to continue. And also, what up though, before I forget, to my peoples from my hometown, Detroit, as you can see, I am rocking the blurred shirt with the Detroit D on there. You know what I'm saying? So as always, what up though, every time you see me. Again, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. So we're gonna follow up with with the last episode. We're gonna go from the years 2018 to 2019. Reason I wanted to break those up in 2018 is a very, 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 very important time frame. It is because this is when Planet Wu had struck out on its own and left Geek Street Radio. Now, there was a reason why Planet Wu struck out on and left Geek Street Radio and started to pursue our own branding away from that community, is because one of the owners around this time had got publicly outed for SAing somebody, and it was like a big thing on Facebook. It was a super huge fallout, and so once it got to my attention and I ended up finding out about it, I slowly but surely started separating myself. And I talked to G Money and I'm like, hey yo, we leaving Geek Street Radio. This is why we leaving Geek Street Radio. This is what we on. And he's like, okay, cool. Whatever you talking about, I'm gonna follow your lead. We rocking. I'm like, all right, bet. A couple days after that, I ended up getting a Facebook message and then a phone call from my cousin Hugo. And he was like, yeah, Cal, such and such is going on. You got to get yourself away from the branding as quickly as possible. And I told him, like, yeah, I'm already on it. I heard about it a couple days ago. I had already started transitioning all my stuff, so I stopped sending my stuff to Babo, who I was originally sending it to, and pretty much starting to post things on my own. So so this was my first strike off. So I started posting on Podbean first originally, and putting audio reviews out there and things of that nature, and then started planning on what I wanted to do for 2019. Because I had to figure out exactly how I was going to transition my brand, what exactly we were going to get into, and I kind of wanted to expand what we were doing already. So in 2018, we were the anime that we were rocking with during all this craziness and chaos was Violet Evergarden, Killing Bites, Grand Crest Wars, which was great. Grand Crest Wars is kind of like the spiritual successor to Record Lotus Wars. That junk was amazing. Meritchen, that anime didn't get a lot of love or a lot of eyes on it, but I love that damn anime. It was really, really good to me. I actually, Phantom Friday, I'm gonna talk about that anime extensively, because it was just so good and clever how it was written, and I felt like it definitely in the shoujo community, it should have got a more eyes on it and got a bigger push than what it should have. So I'm definitely going to be talking about that for Phantom Friday this week. Meritchen, that junk was great. Megalobox came out around this time, so if you're into boxing animes, stuff like can't think of what the boxing movie was with the robots. It's kind of something similar to that. Megalobox was cool. Banana Fish, which is an anime that I caught on Amazon. This junk was amazing. If you like the movie Oz, or you like TV shows like Oz or anything along that line, where it's like drug dealing, gang violence, prison scenes and stuff like that, Banana Fish is the anime you want to watch. Banana Fish goes crazy. It is insane. It was nuts. Grand Blue was cool. It was a comedy anime that was great. Angels of Death, which was good, another to the death anime that I feel like should have had more eyes on it, that didn't. It really didn't have like a big splash at all, but it was really good. Cells at Work, which was dope. Yeah, if you love science, even if you don't like science, but you want to learn stuff about the human body, Cells at Work is a very great entry level into learning things like that. It was very technical. So yeah, and the thing is, one of the first mangas that I got my son into, and he loves it. Yeah, Cells at Work is just really dope. Happy Sugar Life is another one that I caught on Amazon. This anime was very dark and twisted. One of the craziest animes that I've seen. Main character completely insane. Young girl turned into a serial killer, forcing another young girl into Stockholm Syndrome. It was just nuts, man. It was insane. High Score Girl came out around this time on Netflix, which was really dope. Sirius Jaeger was another Netflix one that came out that was really good. Drop Kick on My Devil came out on Hulu. That one was really dope. Fucking love Drop Kick on My Devil. Comedy anime about this naga-like creature. So it's like a girl upper body with a snake tail, pretty much trying to kill this human. And her special move is a drop kick, and she constantly fails. And it's like more demons start moving in to this girl's house with her, and then there's angels out there. And one of the funniest bits in the series is there's an angel that is homeless, and the bit is so fucking funny because there are other angels in the world that are like really famous and popular and maids and idols and stuff like that, and this one loses her halo. So because she loses her halo, she doesn't have that like bright light that attracts people and attracts blessings to her. So she literally lives in a cardboard box. And the bit is so fucking funny that because of how ridiculous it is, it's just too hilarious. And I fucking love Drop Kick on My Devil. It's such a good anime. 2019 is also the year where this very, very popular isekai came out. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. If you haven't seen it, it is definitely one of the best isekais to be made. The story is dope. The main character is dope. The progression of the story and the world building eventually gets to a point where it is fully fleshed out, and it is amazing. Like where they're at now, it is amazing how they built the world and how everything connects and things of that nature. It is so dope. The crazy fucking traumatizing, or can be traumatizing, anime Goblin Slayer came out. When the first few episodes came out, they didn't have any type of edits to it, no changes to it, and you just seen girls getting essayed and bred by goblins, and it was just graphic as shit. They've had time to edit it and clean it up a bit, but when it first dropped, that shit was super fucking graphic. It was insane. We also had Zombieland Saga come out around this time. I love the ridiculous premise of this anime, where a guy pretty much take dead girls from different eras and different time frames and turn them into an idol group, where he uses makeup to hide that they're undead and things of that nature. It is so good. SSS Gridman came out, which is a great mecha series. Radiant came out around this time, which was pretty popular. Karakuri Circus, which I caught on Amazon. This was amazing. I caught on to it a little later on in the year because my boy Ken was telling me about it because he had read the manga, and he was like, Cal, you gotta watch this shit. This shit is nuts. So I watched it, and it is definitely amazing. It's literally an anime about a guy that's literally fighting all these people from a circus that got all these different like powers and abilities, like puppetry and throwing knives and things of that nature, and like all of them got these different puppets that they fight with, and the main character has one too, but it's not one that's like fully in his control. He's just like just a big brute that's like just trying to survive in this death game, so to speak, and that junk should actually have more eyes on it than what it does. One of my favorite sports anime came out around this time, Hinomaru Sumo. Hinomaru Sumo is insane and amazing. This anime is nuts. Double Decker, the Doug and Kirill, that one was pretty cool. Gege no Kitaro was a remake of an old anime, and that one was pretty good. Me and G Money was like really huge on that anime. Angela Moy's Record of the Mongol Invasion was really dope. Definitely a pretty good historical action anime. That one was pretty good. An anime that I was really high on that I feel like should have got more eyes on it that didn't was Muho and Roji's Bureau of Supernatural Investigation. Blah, tongue twister. Muho and Roji's Bureau of Supernatural Investigation. There we go. That anime was really, really dope. One of the biggest things for that anime that was really good was they would run into spirits and things that they would judge with like this judge book in the, like it was like a grimoire, but it was a judge book. And Muyo had like these different things, and like one of them that was like so dope, he did like the mouth of hell or some shit like that, and like this big mouth opened up underneath this soul and like ate it. He did like a demon train where like this big train came out and then like all the windows had arms and like snatched up a demon, like took it to hell. And it was just like all of the different like ways of like how they would ferry evil souls to hell or like try and help souls like pass on to the afterlife was so dope. And like the scales and the stakes of the anime kind of constantly grew as the anime went on. And I just loved it. It was really, really dope. I think this anime should have definitely got more eyes on it than it did. I was a bit disappointed that it didn't have the eyes that I think it should have had on it. Then we're gonna go into 2019. 2019 was major for Planet Wu because this was when I started doing my what's the word I'm looking for? Interviews. I started interviewing cosplayers. So I was doing one every month. Just reaching out to different cosplayers, seeing if they were okay with me interviewing them, and they're all audio interviews. You can actually catch them on Spotify. I put them on Podbean and Spotify and a couple other websites and stuff. And I was doing my Anime Jeopardy. I started that around this time. So those are just like a lot of audios, and so I was starting a lot of different things around this time. And I was doing more anime reviews on my personal YouTube channel for Cal Wu. And then so all of this like old stuff from 2019 is on my Cal Wu account for YouTube, and I was like starting to stream a little bit and stuff like that. So 2019 is when I kind of started my traction of doing different things and trying different things. So 2019 was like super major and super important for Planet Wu. And also a highlight for BlurredCon, I got to meet one of the lovely young ladies that I had a privilege to interview in 2019. Her name was Ebony Pearl or Ebony Pearl. She is such a sweetheart and an amazing person, and that was like one of my highlights for BlurredCon, was getting a chance to actually meet her. I actually got to message her and reach out to her and see if her and her husband wants a Blurred shirt so I can send that to him. Because like I said, she has always been very sweet and very amazing to me throughout the years, like, with us just kind of just lightly keeping contact with each other, over the years, just, trying to make sure I keep these relationships with some of the cosplayers going, especially if they were great to me and were some of my favorite people that I interviewed. I try to make sure that I kept contact with them over the years and just reach out to them. So that's one of my highlights of BlurredCon for sure. So talking about 2019, with the anime, Promised Neverland came out around this time. Promised Neverland was such a great anime season 1. It sucked that season 2 turned out the way that it did, but season 1 was fucking insane. Caught that on Hulu. Love is War came out around that time. Shield Hero, which was great. Dororo, which was fucking amazing. For those that don't know, it is an older anime from like the 60s or the 70s that they redid. They also had a video game on a PlayStation 2 called Blood Will Tell. And they had a live action that was out around that time in 2005 as well. It's like 2005, 2006, that was on Netflix. I don't know if they still got the Dororo live action, but that shit was amazing. So when that anime dropped, I'm watching it and I'm like, this looks very fucking familiar. Where have I seen this before? And I was like, oh shit, I had this game on a PlayStation. This is Blood Will Tell. So I got into that. And Dororo, the intro for this anime, like, sent chills up my spine, and like the hairs on my arm stand up every time this fucking intro comes on. It is one of my favorite anime intros of all time, top 10 easily. Like that shit's just so fucking good. Like when it comes on, battle is over. Oh my god, dog. I'm not even about to ruin it for y'all. Like, just check it out. That fucking intro was fucking electrifying. It was electric. Quintessential Quintuplets came out around this time, which was fucking great. Domestic Girlfriend, which was kind of weird. Demon Slayer, which we all know the popularity of that. Isekai Quartet was good. It's a little chibi comedy anime with all the different isekais that came out around this time and years prior, all like congregating in like a school setting or like a slice of life setting, which was great. It's funny. Carol and Tuesday came around this time. One of the few black main characters that you get in the anime. It's music based. The music in the anime is fucking amazing. Just the anime was just dope overall. It was one that was really hot on Netflix. Fairy Gone, which was one that I caught on Hulu. Fairy Gone was really, really dope. Season 1 had very, very high hopes for me. Season 2 kind of fell off, but season 1 was just dope. It was great for the ride. Kimiri Kusa was an Amazon anime. That one was really dope. Ultramarine Magmail, I actually did a review on that. And that was a Netflix one. That one was pretty dope. Dr. Stone came out around that time, so everybody know Dr. Stone is fucking fantastic. Vinland Saga, fucking fantastic. Just that historical fiction aspect and the brutality of the Vikings and their pilgrimage, like their pillaging, and just following this young kid getting into the life to try to avenge his father's death. This shit was just fucking amazing from start to finish. Fire Force came out around this time, which was dope. Midnight Occult Civil Servants, which was another one that I caught on Hulu. That one was okay. It wasn't nothing really to write home about, so I can't complain about the lack of popularity that it got, but the story was interesting and the world building was actually really, really good. Another Hulu, actually these next couple were all Hulu. After Lost that one was pretty dope, little space one. It was like a space death game style anime survival. It was weird, but it was really good. It was cool. Robi and Hachi, which was pretty good. It was a little comedy, like buddy bounty hunter style anime, if I remember correctly. Cinderella 9 came out around this time, which is a girls baseball anime. That one was pretty good. Mixed Meisei Story was very, very interesting baseball anime. Like I said, baseball animes always touch me, and this one was really, really deep in story because it was like a blended family where one family, the wife had died in one family, the husband had died in another family, and then those families merged. One family had a son and daughter, and the other one just had a son. So it's this blended family getting together. Both sons play baseball, and the daughter is into baseball so much that she be on their heads on about like properly training, eating, what you should and should not be doing. And one son was a pitcher and one son was a catcher, and that shit was so dope. Fucking love that anime. Alpharetta came out in 2019 as well. That one was cool. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That one was pretty funny. Astra Lost in Space. No, After Lost and Astra Lost in Space were both space epics that I kind of got mixed up. So I don't remember which is which, but they both were really, really dope. Both of them were on Hulu, so check that out. Copcraft was another one that was on Hulu. That one was really, really dope because it reminded me of Will Smith's Netflix movie Bright, where you got a cop and an elf working together to like rescue this fairy from like this underground mafia type thing. So the world is like blended over where like the magical world and like the regular world kind of mesh together. That one was pretty dope. Bim came out around this time. My homegirl Tashi loved Bim, but I wasn't a huge fan of Bim. I didn't care for it too much. Grand Bim came out around this time. That was like a little mecha anime. Kochoki came out. That one was okay. Beastars, Netflix hit a fucking home run grand slam with that one. Beastars was fucking amazing, especially that season 1. The intro, Wild Side, that shit was nuts. That band period around this time had a couple anime that they were hitting on that was amazing. Welcome to Demon School Aruma-kun was fucking nuts. Fucking can't wait for the new season of that. That anime is so good. Kimono Michi was hilarious. This wrestler got isekai to a fantasy world, and he pretty much uses wrestling moves and his love for animals to kind of like just do his thing. Fucked me up. A princess touched him. He was like, nobody gave you permission to touch me. Pretty much scream essayed and powerbombed her ass. Fucking fucked me up. And out the gate, I'm like, yeah, this anime about to be hilarious. Ahiru no Sora which is my favorite basketball anime, and I pray and hope that they get another season eventually. I like basketball anime. I like sports anime that tend to be more grounded and more realistic. Like the shonens are cool and, you know, great and fun, but I like my stuff to be more grounded. And Hiro no Sora was so dope because they gave the main character and set him up like Steph Curry. Like, this nigga just be wetting that shit. Just be heaving it, wetting it. And him leaving like the small country to go to the big city and like try to like be around his mom who's dying, and like just his life there, and like the classmates and the twins and like the delinquents, and just how everybody is getting to learn a game of basketball. This anime is just so dope and so grounded. I pray and hope it get a new season because I just want to see where it goes. Eventually I'm going to jump back into the manga if it doesn't and continue it from there, but I hope it does because like it's so dope. Another one on Hulu, No Guns Life, was fucking amazing. No Guns Life, all I gotta say is the main character has a revolver for a head. Like, his head is a big ass revolver, and it's just this sci-fi, just dystopian anime that's just, this guy is just with the gun head, Juzo got a gun head, like got this revolver for a head, and he's just like investigating all these different things that's happening in the slums where he's staying, where you got all these different augments, that all these people that were augmented for the war, and he's just trying to keep the peace and just make sure it don't bleed into regular society. And it's just so damn good, man. Like, season 2 is nuts too. Babylon, this is the villain in Babylon is top 5 anime villain of all time. After watching episode 9 of this anime, I had a nightmare and woke up in cold sweats because of Ai Magasi. That is the villain. She literally would talk to you and you would self-delete after she talked to you. I don't know what she said to these people. I don't know how she convinced them. There's no hypnotism or nothing. She would just talk to you and you would just feel this ultimate dread of despair and off yourself. And this cop is like trying to stop her, especially after she did it to his partner. And then she does it to another partner. And then he like crossed borders from Japan to America. Like, the anime is just so dope. And it touches on so many like ethical and unethical things. Even stuff that's going on. Like I love how art mirrors reality, or what eventually will be reality. Like right now they're actually talking about making assisted self-deletion legal. And this anime touched on that, and it kind of like, and that was like kind of like the main premise of like why they were doing it, and things of that nature, and like how there is tenderness or mercy in it, that it should be allowed. And it was just like nuts, man. The anime is insane. And Babylon was on Amazon. That junk was insane. After School Dice Club was on Hulu. That one was great because it's a slice of life, all girls, and they got a board game club after school. And as you can see behind me, I got a decent sized board game collection. I love playing board games, and this anime was just so good to me. And the crazy thing is, this anime came out in 2019, but I didn't start my board game collection until like 2020, 2021 during the pandemic. So just how that ushered into this was just great for me. African Salaryman was a really good one, very cartoony, about xenomorphs or humanoid animals, kind of like Beastars, and the main character is just a salaryman. There's a lion that worked in sales, and it just kind of just gave you like this slice of life aspect with this animal overtone or cover, and that junk was really, really dope and just fun. It was just fun to watch. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. This one's a bit lengthy, but that's why I separated from the last episode, because I wanted to make sure I was able to lock in and kind of give this the time and the dedication that's needed and desired. And again, we still looking for 3 contestants for the Throne of Nerds at the end of the month. Like I said, it's free. End of the year, you make it to the end of the year, you getting, $200 to $500 in award. It'll be my own money directly to you. You win the championship, I will do it right on stream, send it to you Cash App, and you know what I'm saying, and that's it. So like I said, it's completely free. Sign up. just leave a message in below if you're interested, or go to the website I'm going to put here. It is www.planetwoo.com/throne, THRONE. And yeah, again, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And again, this is Cal Woo from Planet Woo. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, and I am signing off. Peace.